Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all keeping well. I hope you are all staying safe, and I hope you are all supporting one another in this terrible situation that we are facing right now, not just in the UK, but around the world, and especially in the European Union regarding the coronavirus. It is a very, very serious matter right now. It's big news, not just to us, but around the world, and it's spreading like wildfire. But what I want to talk about on this video tonight, Friday, that the Premier League and the EFL had a meeting yesterday on Thursday that the football will no longer be taking place now until the 30th of April. So I'll repeat, there'll be no club football in the Premier League and the EFL until the 30th of April. I did break it out to you last Friday when we heard the news that there'll be no Premier League football or EFL football until the 3rd of April. That has now been extended, which I can't say I'm surprised. I thought when they announced the 3rd, 4th and 5th of April, that was far too early because this coronavirus is spreading like wildfire, especially in countries like Italy, Spain and France. The UK right now, the number of cases are doubling by the day. They're doubling, by the day in terms of deaths. And it's not a risk that the FA can take, allowing football games to be, going ahead on the 3rd, 4th and 5th of April. Of course, there's no guarantees that there's going to be any football on the 30th of April, but that's what we've been given so far. And as I've said before on this channel, as I broke out here on Sunday, there is more to life, than football. Your health and safety is more important than football. This is a moment now where we've all got to come together and help and support one another. And with the government also coming out this week saying that there's going to be no mass gatherings. He hasn't ordered, Boris Johnson, that there'll be no mass gatherings. He just doesn't want it. And the FA has to listen to that. And we are classed as mass gatherings. If you go to St James's Park, where there'll be 52,000 fans there, or Liverpool, Man City, anywhere like that, they're all classed as mass gatherings. All sporting events are off for the foreseeable future, and we'll only have to find out in the next coming month or even months to when we'll know when the football is going to recommence. Now, of course, with UEFA having their own meeting on Tuesday, they announced to us that the Euros that were supposed to take place this summer, that has now been postponed until 2021, which allows all domestic club competitions to have their games played and come to a proper conclusion. Now, we did hear reports that the Premier League, EFL and all the other major club leagues, they want to try and get their games done by at least June, where the contracts run out of players, or at least July. Now, there will be a problem if the season does go on beyond June. What will happen to the players? Because they'll have a choice whether they want to stay on or whether they want to just leave. But I'd like to think that they can come to some sort of solution where players will have to play until the season comes to its conclusion. That's what I believe in. Players should continue to play until the season comes to its proper end. Will the football recommence on the 30th of April? As I said before, there's no guarantees. Of course, I want it to restart. I want the season to come to its end. I don't want null and void. I want the season to be played properly. But health and safety will always be, coming first, and it will always be paramount. In my opinion, football will always be down there. And yes, I do love football, but there is more to life than football. We will get our football fix back, but we just have to sit in and be patient. Now, the reason why the Euros got pushed was to give space for the games to finish. And I think that does make complete sense, because with the coronavirus so bad in Italy, France and Spain, especially those three countries, the Euros that were meant to take place this summer, that was meant to be played across 12 different cities around Europe. And with this coronavirus spreading the way it is, for me, we can't do it. UEFA can't go ahead with that, unfortunately. And like I say, we've got to try and get this season to come to its conclusion. Like I say, I'm no expert on coronavirus. I'm no expert on what they're going to do regarding, the football. But all I know is that there's going to be no football until the 30th. But I wouldn't be surprised if that is extended further into like May or even June possibly. We've got to think of the worst case scenario here. We can't just expect the football to be back then, but that is the date that we've been given. And at the end of the day, my health and safety is important. Your health and safety is important. The footballers' health and safety is important. The managers, the coaches, their health and safety is important. Those who work, higher up and lower down, their health and safety is important. But everybody around the world, their health and safety is important. So, you can't take that risk, unfortunately. And it shouldn't be about money at the end of the day. We should be able to think about the financial side of things when we can allow this virus to pass. We don't know how long this coronavirus is going to be around for. People say it hasn't quite hit its peak yet. Nobody knows anything really. We've just got to try and follow the government's advice. We've got to try and keep ourselves from mass gathering. That's what the government are saying. And as I speak tonight, all pubs, clubs, bars, restaurants, gyms, leisure centres will be closed as of tonight, or whenever you're watching this, they would already have been closed. And that is to try and stop the spread of coronavirus. And I think that is a good idea. In my opinion, it should have been done weeks or even days ago, in my opinion. But there we go. I'm not Boris Johnson, but he's come out and said it. What's going to happen in terms of the whole country? Is it going to go on lockdown? Well, I have absolutely no idea. I think it would be for the best. And if it did happen, nobody could really complain about it. But like I say, we found ourselves in this situation, that there's no football. And it's my duty on YouTube to try and keep you guys, updated as subscribers of this channel. I was about to say subscriptions. You're not paying for anything. It's free. But, I want to try and keep you in the loop. It is difficult to get content out right now. So do bear with us. But like I say, my health and safety is more important than doing YouTube videos. But I'll always be around. I'll always keep updating you. I'll always try and do as much as I possibly can. Let me know down below in the comments what you want to see on the channel, and I'll get back in touch with you in the comments if I think it is a good thing to do, if it's reasonable. And you got to remember the financial side of things as well, because we're all going to be pretty much indoors probably for the next weeks and months to come. So yeah, that's the breaking news from yesterday, that there'll be no Premier League football, EFL football until at least the 30th of April. But if anything does change, I will let you know on the channel, and I'll try and keep you up to date with what's going on as well, especially in the UK, if you don't live here, and what's going to go on going forward. So like I say, if you did find this video helpful, please like the video, please put your comments down below, and subscribe if you're new as well. That would be massively appreciated. So yeah, I'll see you all later.